Hey,
Oh, I like these.
you look all right. I mean, I told you, I'm the opening act. You the
You see?
I'm the
You got
headliner.
it right now.
You the opening act.
No,
I
sir.
told you that.
I am the headliner.
You know what? We love shades. Maybe we should start our own
We should.
shades and t-shirt line. You see what this thing say?
Hershey.
Hershey milk chocolate. You know, because I'm chocolate. What we gonna talk about? Why am I putting the car in gear?
I don't know.
Let's talk about something very important.
Which is?
Let me address the elephant in the room. You know somebody about to get in trouble when somebody say that.
Yeah, because you know it's an issue.
Yeah, you know it's an issue. But let me do some clarification.
What?
Let me tell you one way, or the way, to be ahead and stay ahead.
Which is?
One, pay your bills on time and ahead of time.
Yes.
If your bills are due, let's just say the 1st, the 10th, the 15th, the 5th, or whatever. Try to get
between the 1st and the 10th. Let's say that. Go
Try
ahead.
to get all of your bills paid on the same due date.
Right.
And if your bills are the 15th, the 9th, the 3rd, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, especially if you got credit cards or automatic deductions, your ACHs or bank drafts or automatic deductions or whatever, do not attempt to pay one and then I'm gonna do extension on that one. I'm gonna pay this one and do extension on that one.
No, because if you do that, you're just gonna play catch up, and you'll never have any profit for yourself because you're using all for your expenses.
Here's the thing. This is what we've learned. What I've learned. The best thing to do is try to set all your bills in the first week of the month.
Yeah.
Why? Because if you start off right, you're gonna finish right.
That's right. And that way it's already done. So that way when you make the next pays or pay cycles, you don't have to use that. Oh, well, you know what? I could have some profit, but no, I got to pay this now. I got to pay that now.
And there's nothing more comfortable and relaxing and less stress, less drama is when you have months of profit.
That's it.
That's a beautiful feeling, and especially if you're debt free or free. So
exactly. And not owing anybody
you know
is
what?
the best feeling
That's
in the
the
world.
best feeling in the world. You can come and go all you want to. You can relax, you can eat, you can shop, you can be a blessing to other people, because it's more than just having things.
No.
You know what I mean? It's more about having the peace of mind knowing that nobody can't take what you actually own.
Exactly.
You know, the vehicles that we drive, we have actual titles for.
It's ours.
They paid for and prayed for, but paid for. So, you know, that way you don't have to bother God. So this is what I'm thinking. This ought to help and bless somebody, okay? If the average person make how much money a month?
$2,500.
$2,500 a month. If their rent or their mortgage is $1,500.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That is $1,000 left over. So, say if they got a car payment of $500. Keep up with the totals.
All right, so you have $500.
That's $500 left over. It's gonna be hard for them to go out, enjoy themselves, knowing one shopping spree or one emergency can wipe out their funds for that month.
That's not even.
They're gonna be in the hole.
That's not even including insurance.
Actually,
lights.
they're already in the hole.
They're already in the hole because that's not even the rest of the expenses. That's not your insurance for your car, your light bill, your gas bill, your food.
Even if they get assistance,
that's not even including your gas to go in your car to drive to the job.
Right.
So that's kind of crazy.
So this is what I'm saying. What I would do, I'll do a snapshot in that situation. I'll first move and find someplace else more affordable.
Reasonable. Yeah.
Because you don't want to be house rich and cash poor. That doesn't make sense. You don't want to have a big hat and no cattle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to have the peace of mind knowing when you go to sleep, you go to work, you're not working to play catch up.
No. What's the point of that?
You know, you're working to build on what God has already allowed you to create. And let's face it, at some point a person going to want to retire, a person going to want to slow down, a person going to want to travel, a person going to want to relax and do everything that they want to do, like I said.
You're supposed to, because I mean, when you're in your 20s, 30s, teenagers, up to 40s, that's your working period. After that point, you got to start enjoying it, because what's the fruits of your labor if you can't enjoy it?
My experience as a financial planner, like I said, I've done that 16 years. And what I found out was the wealthiest people do not have the fanciest clothes.
This is true.
I'm going to repeat that. The richest people do not have the fanciest clothes. They don't have the newest Jordans. They don't have the newest car. They don't have jewelry that's dripping all off their neck and on their wrists and in the air, and nothing wrong with that. I'm saying they don't even buy tangible investments or indulgence.
Right.
Whereas people that I've interviewed and clients that I've had over the years who look like they got a lot of cattle really don't.
Hats.
All they had was big hats.
All they got is big hats. What's the point of having
Robbing Peter to pay Paul, like some people would say.
Yeah. And then the fact of the matter is, when you have even the most wealthiest people, you don't see them out there, you know, exploiting themselves with the top of the line stuff. They do have it, but you'll never know it because it's not like everything they buy has to be shown. You
Name
understand what I'm saying?
They're gonna be branded. In other words, branded. Gucci,
right? It could
Louis
be
Vuitton,
right? It could be name brand,
Balenciaga.
but that's not something you would know.
Right, Amori.
Right. It could just be a regular T-shirt.
And $500 for
Exactly,
the shirt.
but you wouldn't know that.
You're gonna know.
Yeah, you would know by the
Quality, right?
But you wouldn't know because they're not gonna have it on display.
You can also look at their habits. Spending habits was something that I used to study as well. My experience. Again, I'm telling you only my experience as a financial planner for over 17 years, well, close to 17 years before we got into a business of our own, or businesses of our own.
Right.
Another thing, most millionaires and multi-billionaires do not have what? Brand new vehicles.
This is true.
They do not.
No.
They do not.
No.
Now, I don't say
vehicles.
they got good vehicles. Not to say they can't afford it and they don't go out and buy a new car every once in a while.
Right.
They would lease it,
right? But
because it's tax deductions.
Right, but they wouldn't own it. And then even if they have,
unless they really like it.
Right, but they could have good vehicles, and if they get a brand new vehicle, it's something like a Malibu,
Yep.
a Honda
Accord, Toyota Camry,
something like that.
Jeep Cherokee.
Now they still, now if you go home,
Ford. I like the Ford Explorers, the new ones.
Yeah. Now if you go to their house, they might have a Bentley there, or anything, or they might even have a Lamborghini or something like that.
Right.
But I guarantee you, it's not the one brand new off the showroom floor.
No.
It's an older model.
For sure.
That they own, and it's theirs.
Think about it like this. I'm going to get a Lamborghini.
And I'm going to get a Bentley. Continental.
I'm getting both of them. But I realize if I wait 3, 4, maybe 5 years, instead of paying $500,000 for both cars, I can pay $250,000, maybe $300K.
Maybe.
Get both, drive it sometimes, and I can put it up for rent. Somebody want to rent a car for occasion, birthday party, graduation, wedding party, or something like that.
Car.
But you get my point. People buy cars like that. Some of them rent it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's an asset because they own it.
Photo shoots you can do. There's a lot of things that make money.
Think about it.
Again, get my book. I'll tell you about all that too.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna give you this, and then after this, we're gonna relax. And I don't know. It's like I can give them so much information, but I'm trying to be mindful of my book too, because
you can't keep giving
they can rewind my videos back and be like, take notes.
That. I remember that.
That's what I want y'all to do.
Right.
Let's assume if I was making $25,000, $30,000 a year, that's about what, $2,500 a week. At my house, $1,500 a month.
Okay.
$2,500 a month. If rent or mortgage $1,500 a month, your car payment $500, $600, some people got a $1,000 car payment. You in a hole. You in a hole so deep.
You're a fool.
The Lord probably had to throw you a rope and say, get up, big dummy. Sell your car, get rid of your car. Look, screw your credit. I'm going to say that. Because what makes sense, it doesn't make sense to have a 680, a 700, 800 credit score and you cash poor. That's dumb. It's okay to have good credit if you got liquid cash. You have to have cash because cash is what's going to make everything work together for the good.
And what about their credit? You just told them to screw credit.
Oh, if you make $2,500 a month, you need a side hustle to make more income. For one, if you're happy with your car or your house or your apartment or whatever it is that you're paying for. I'm saying forget about your credit once you already have enough cash. Once you got more than 10,000 plus cash, liquid, it doesn't matter if the wheels fall off your car. Transmission can go out. Your head gasket. Trust me, things will go wrong. I'm not speaking negative. We're saying it will happen. Or something can go right. You want to take a trip. Your kids want something. Your grandkids want something. You want to give to your special project for the church. The doorway fee, the building fund, the pastor's fund, the pastor's aid, the whatever it may
will
be.
arise one way or the other.
Yeah, so then it makes sense to be in a position to do it. I was saying, if I was only making $2,500 a week, $2,500 you could tell
a week is $10,000 a month, baby.
Oh my gosh, it's hard for me to mention certain numbers now.
Just say you
it don't sound right. Because to me, if I say $10,000 a week, people be like, "What? That's so much money." But it goes quick too. Money with assignment.
So let's say $2,000.
So okay, so I won't get confused. $2,000 a month if the rent is how much a mortgage?
$1,200.
$1,200. I would move and find some place else. I would not turn in the lease if I was somebody. I would find a roommate, or I would crash somebody's couch for at least 6 months. Listen, y'all gonna have to put up with me. I'm gonna be walking around in my drawers in your house, okay? And I'm gonna be going to your refrigerator eating your food. Here's $500. It's the best I can do. I'm gonna give you $100 a week, okay? Which is cheaper than $100 and something dollars. Yeah, and it's cheaper than getting $150, $200 hotel room per night. So yeah, I would crash somebody's couch for a while. I'll let them know, okay, look, I know you're gonna get tired of me. I'm gonna abide by your rules, but the goal is for me to get my own place.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
$150 a night in a hotel? A cheap hotel is $100 a night.
Right. So let me say this: $2,000 a month. That's $500 a week. Yeah. I told you what I would do.
Yeah.
You have to save at least 6 months before you can do something. So if you live off $1,000 after giving or whatever, you should have $6,000. If my math right, within 6 months.
Right.
That's enough for an apartment.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even recommend somebody buying a house.
No.
What about you? And definitely don't think about getting a car. That's stupid.
No. $6,000 and 6 months. Yeah. So apartment. Say the apartment is what? How much would you spend for an apartment after 6 months?
I would spend probably about $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month. You got
because you got that up front.
Right. $1,000 a month. You got $6,000 up front already. So then that means 1 month down, 1 month security, 1 month rent. That's $2,000. You still got $4,000 left over. So you take another $1,000, so to speak, and get you a bedroom set, a living room, and a dining room table. If you need that, depending on what kind of apartment it is, you might not need. I'm not talking about the lease
to own. Go right on Craigslist or Shop. You can go to IKEA. You can go anywhere online.
You can go to IKEA
and get a nice furniture set.
Yeah.
For half the cost. Do not do no errands, no rent-a-center.
None of those things.
No, what other thing called?
I don't know.
Oh man, I forgot the name of the thing. But don't do the rent-to-own thing. We've done that. I'm telling you, that's a problem. And definitely don't do title loans and unsecured loans that when you take it out, you got to pay it back. 19 payday loans. Oh yeah, my gosh.
Yeah, because what you're doing is the money that you.
That's like 200% interest.
Yeah, but the money that you're trying to eliminate from all your expenses, you're adding more to it.
Right.
So what's the point of doing that?
Right.
And the rent to own, you ain't never gonna own it because it's always gonna come a factor where when you get to the point of it ending, they're gonna throw you another deal. Oh, you know you can do this.
You can refinance it, put it back in.
Or $5 down.
Yeah, why you gonna pay $1,500? And they always run that close to tax season.
Yeah.
They know people gonna get them tax returns.
That's it. They so smart nowadays. They know you get tax returns. They tell you can bring your tax return to us and we'll fill it. We'll do it. Car dealerships and finance like rent to own stuff. So.
Okay, let me give y'all, I gotta do this because I feel the anointing coming upon me. If y'all still watching us, we're talking about financial freedom and independence and what to do.
Right.
You definitely want to take my financial courses. You definitely want to pick up our book about marriage and relationship, our experience and what to do to make it. We're going to do that too. Also, Black Book of Wealth, like I said, I'm going to have some top secrets in there that the industry, the feds, everybody do not publicize that the regular individuals and people, civilians and everybody should not do and know you can get money back. I'm gonna tell you how to do it. But you got to get my book, Black Book of Wealth. It'll be out available soon. I would make the announcement. But back to what I was saying.
Yes.
Credit is important, yes. You could make money off your credit for sure. But don't take out loans just because you have the ability to, without having a mission. You got to have money with a mission. You have to have assignment for your money.
Right.
What else I was saying? Well, you was making a point about basically a person shouldn't overextend themselves if they're making money. The goal is you want to add to your pot.
Yeah, not take away from it.
You don't want to take away from
because
it.
It's already being taken away from because you're going to have expenses as long as you live on this earth.
Yeah.
Whether that's rent, mortgage, or whatever the case may be, or car insurance, or gas to put in expenses.
Yes.
There's a difference between expenses and there's a difference between debt.
For sure.
Expenses is your living.
Yes, you need to do that.
Yeah, that's what you have to do
Water,
in order to keep
gas,
functioning on a day-to-day
light
basis.
bill,
Correct.
water bill, taxes.
Right. Debt is what
insurance.
Right. Debt is what things that you acquired that you didn't need but you wanted.
In other words, you couldn't afford it.
So, but you wanted it.
But you wanted it. Even if you did. This what, when we start doing, heavenly. I would always talk to myself, and you know what? I could pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? No, I don't pay for that. Let your money work for you. You're like, dang, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I spending whatever the number is, say $40,000 or $50,000 on this vehicle in cash, when I can just put 3 or 4, 5, 10,000 down? Don't fall for that trap either. We teaching y'all to own everything you do, so you can own it,
and it don't own you.
Remember, you can do everything that you want to do,
and you don't let anybody say anything different.